Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show, Saturday night. Okay, I want to talk about Nolan Wells' so-called best friends that didn't go to his funeral. And I want to go back to Officer Tatum's platform. Salute to that young man. I say young man respectfully. I'm as old as dust. He didn't seem to press, the people who are claiming to be Nolan's best friends, and that's my brother. He didn't press them on that particular question. And, for what it's worth, they were giving excuses, talking about thousands of death threats. As you guys say, I'm calling cap. This is the age of trolling. Nobody takes, most of that stuff serious unless, somebody's emailing you directly. If they're just tagging you and claiming, oh, I'm going to get you. Yeah. Okay. But I want to play one or two videos for you. There's another young man, some type of what appears to be a tragic mulatto. And he's sitting there talking to Officer Tatum again. All of these people claim to be Nolan Wells' best friends. And in case you missed my last broadcast, I'm calling white supremacy outright. The suppression of what could be evidence. I'm saying white supremacy, and I don't usually go in that direction. So, I want to know from you guys, or maybe I'll do my own research as I sit here and drink three beers tonight. Did these so-called friends have a private ceremony to send off Nolan Wells, huh? And there's some audio circulating, which I'm not sure about. I need to know from you guys if the audio is authentic. The 911 call from one of the guys on the boat talking to a 911 dispatch because the boat is sinking. Did someone edit in some type of audio that appears to make it sound like, oh my God, is he dead? You guys know what I'm talking about? Is that fake? I don't see that being enough of a huge story. I mean, that would appear to be, kind of like the silver bullet, if there was any discrepancy, whether Nolan made it back to the boat or whether he stayed on the island. But I want to talk about that as well, all right? Also, guys, showrunner. I'm a proud non-believer in the theory of God. God's a theory. But tonight I want to say, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah, Father, in the name of the blood. LeBron is not going to the Knicks. That's all I cared about. I don't care what he's going to do or not do with the Philadelphia 76ers. But LeBron has signed with the 76ers. Sam, if you're out there, give me a little time. Sam, I analyze, and anybody else, left-handed, Boris, Florida Boy Jay, the Most High, anybody who knows basketball. What was the deal for? Was it 2 years for $10 million? I don't know the exact numbers. 2 years for $10 million, the 76ers? Sam, I analyze. Are you there, sir? Good evening. Sam.
What's going on, Star?
Good to hear from you, man. LeBron James signed with the 76ers. Can you please educate us to the best of your knowledge?
I think LeBron James is looking for a place where he really wanted New York. I really think he wanted New York, actually, as of a few hours ago. And I think the Knicks wanted no parts of the circus. LeBron James, 41 years young, about to be 42 in December. He finally turns around and says, you know what? I want to come to New York. And the thing was, everything with LeBron is all business. And I respect that, he's all about his business, but we didn't need him. He waited, and Philly is a great team, but you've got a team now with Tyrese Maxey, who was an MVP candidate for most of the season. He was averaging almost 30 points a game. Mm-hmm. I mean, this team is loaded. They can put up points with and probably have the best starting lineup when healthy, right? despite the fact that
Whoa! Can I jump in? Even over San Antonio, and I'm not trying to act like I've been following basketball over the years, but you're saying the 76ers a better starting lineup over San Antonio Spurs and OKC?
when healthy, absolutely. And the X factor is Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, say what you will, right? He missed, what did Joel? Joel missed about, he only played about 38 games this past season. But when he plays, he averages 26.9 points a game, 7.7 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. And that's on one leg, right? He's if he can stay healthy, which clearly he can't, but if he's healthy, that team is a problem. And I'm not even talking about their rookie, who was a top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting in VJ Edgecombe, averaging 16 points a game. I mean, that was a steal for them, getting him at the second pick, I believe it was, second or third pick for Philly. And I think that if healthy on paper, their starting lineup is formidable. But
can I jump in, Sam?
Absolutely.
Jump in, Sam. Guys, I'm talking to Sam I Analyze on YouTube. He's one of the best sports commentators out here on the front lines. But Sam, I with my little bit of knowledge, because again, I just because of guys like you, CP from Knicks Fan TV, did I even start paying attention this season. I'm just glad that LeBron has not come to the Knicks, because what they've accomplished on their own, everybody counted them out, Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys. I didn't want to see him bring his desert thirsty behavior to a franchise that got it out the mud. And I disagree, man. I think Joel Embiid, I think he looked like trash in the playoffs against the Knicks. You're saying he's still a factor if he's healthy? He was healthy during the playoffs. Yes, no?
If healthy, no. He's been on one leg, and I don't think he'll ever be healthy. I think they're going to manage him. He only played under 40 games. Right. That's less than half the season. So if they're going to make any noise and challenge the Knicks for the East, they're going to have to keep him in bubble wrap and then let him play. But I mean, the team, they've elevated. The team has gotten better. You've got Jaylen Brown, who is a top MVP guy. But my whole thing is, the thing is, going into next season in October, there's no, I mean, how many basketballs are you going to have? These guys are all at every point in their careers. I mean, minus VJ Edgecombe, because he just got here. They've been the primary guys on their teams.
Who is rookie Dylan Harper? I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Oh, Dylan Harper.
Dylan.
That's Ron Harper's son from the San Antonio Spurs.
Right.
He's going to be a superstar.
Okay, yeah.
He's special. He's going to be a superstar.
He played a great series that we just saw with the New York Knicks
against the Knicks. No question about it.
Okay.
No question about it.
Okay. But now you are a diehard Knicks fan, yes?
Big time, yes, sir.
Okay. Are you even concerned about old LeBron James, who has to put ice on both of his knees after every game? Are you really concerned? I think this is just all for it's all for show. And listen, I've spent a lot of years in Philly, Cheltenham, and all those places. So if they're excited, that's a good thing. But I just think it shows again how LeBron is just desert thirsty to stack his team. I did see Charles Barkley. I might play a little bit of that. Talking to Stephen A. Smith, and Barkley had some interesting comments to say about LeBron, again stacking his teams and other things. So are you really concerned about LeBron, or is this just for media hype? I guess that's my question.
I'll say this, and I said this leading into the second round matchup against Philly with the Knicks. I have a healthy respect for Philly. Nick Nurse is a champion coach with the Raptors, and say what you will about LeBron. his age, he's not LeBron of 2010,
No.
but you have to respect him because he's not a guy who's coming off the bench. He's still not to the point where you have him coming off your bench. He's averaging almost 21 points a game, 7.2 assists, and still shooting over 50% from the field.
Yeah.
He's still very formidable. Now, I think they're going to manage him. You're not playing LeBron 80 plus games or whatever. You know, I think you're going to manage him, manage Joel Embiid, and then go for it in the playoffs. But at this point in time, not only is he was an all-star last year, and he rightly so. He's now a third option. He was a third option with LA. When he got to the playoffs, he became the primary option with the injuries to Luka and Austin Reeves. But I think here, where you have these alphas in Brown, VJ Edgecombe, I expect him to take another step, and Tyrese Maxey, I think those three are going to be the primary guys on this team, and you'll see LeBron and Embiid on bubble wrap until the playoffs. That's what I think is going to happen. But LeBron has a very high basketball IQ, and that's something. And he's a champion. Say what you will, and I think that
you're absolutely right. I
him.
just don't care for his personality, to be honest with you. But he is
not at all.
He is a bona fide champion. One last question, then I want to make sure that you promote your platform. Why could he not get the job done with the golden white boy, Luka, in LA? What happened there?
I think Luka, he's an offensive force, but Luka doesn't take his health seriously. I think Luka, every time at the beginning of the season, he comes in shape. He lost weight, but I don't think he takes his craft seriously. I think until last year, you saw steps of it, and that's why he got kicked out of. They got tired of his antics in Dallas.
Okay.
Not only that, they didn't want to pay him, but I think Luka also, he's a cone on defense. Pause. And they need. He's going to have to play.
You said a cone?
Some semblance of defense. Yes,
cone?
a cone, like the parking spot when you take the cone in the neighborhood
gotcha.
for people not to park.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think he's not. I think he's got to. He was exposed, and I think LeBron probably was a little frustrated with Luka because most of the guys LeBron has played with, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh,
hey D Wade, hey girl. Sorry, I had to say that. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, even Anthony Davis, all those guys play both sides of the ball. They play defense and they can score. Luka's the one trick pony. He can score. But Luka's got to, and he's going to have to figure it out.
Yeah. Sam, great to talk to you, man. Please keep me posted on your new videos. You've still got some credit with me, man. So I want to make sure I'm posting in the community section what you're doing. Anything else we need to know about LeBron going to Philly? This has given the sports cycle new life. This is everywhere, so I can't avoid the discussion. Anything else we need to know? Sam, I analyze.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting to watch LeBron, what he's doing off the court for me, because he really wanted to be in the East Coast, and everything is all business for him. We'll see. He signed a 2-year deal, which people have to pay attention to, which means I think he could be just doing a guest appearance if it doesn't work out with Philly.
How much money?
$8 million. He signed a 2-year, $8 million deal, but with a player option for the second year. So he might. I think. If it doesn't work.
You know, I'm not trying to sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I said, he'll take less money to come to the Knicks. Thank you to Dolan and the Knick organization who at the last minute said no thanks. I think that's what happened, or was it Jalen or somebody said, nah, we don't want him here. So he took $8 million per year for 2 years.
No, it's $8 million. I believe it's $8 million for 2 years. I don't believe they had the for 2. It wasn't
$4 million a year.
Him.
He wanted to go to the Knicks.
It wasn't about the money.
He wanted to
the
go
Knicks had
to
it.
the Knicks.
He definitely did, and the Knicks said we're good with the circus.
Sam, great to talk to you, man.
Have a good night, Star. Thank you.
Thank you. Area code 440, late night. Are you there? We're talking about a few topics 440.
Что там, старик, what's poppin'?
Boris.
Start, I wanna, before I start,
Hold on. Hold on.
Give you...
Hold on. Before you start, I just want to say, thank God there is no God, but thank God he did not go to the New York Knicks. Take it from there, sir.
I want to give you your flower, Star,
Really?
because not only you're the hip-hop Highlander, but you have coined the most appropriate term for this schmuck by calling him a whore.
Yeah.
Because the thing that I have an issue with him is when he portrays himself as this virtuous athlete that was done with the game. But upon further rumination, consideration, he decided to return to the game that he loves. Because he said when he was eliminated with the Lakers, he was done. But when he sees the team that was assembled for him to jump ship, he all of a sudden rediscovered his love for the game. Charles Barkley said it perfectly when he spoke with Stephen A., that it pissed him off. Star, not all rings are created equally. LeBron has 4. 3 of them are damn near fraudulent. The only truthful ring is with Cleveland.
Okay.
Because he did the unthinkable. He came down from 3-1. He defeated 73-9 Golden State.
Right.
Every other team was a super team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about the Lakers, who was a Mickey Mouse championship by most people's standards. But before people glaze and say that it's a done deal, Philadelphia will win, please allow me to give you some statistics.
Please.
When he joined the Heatles, as they call them, Miami Heat,
right,
they started pretty poorly. They had 9 wins and 8 losses in their first 17 matches. The tension was so difficult because this homewrecker, LeBron James, he come and he disturbs the peace. He was about to have Eric Spoelstra sacked. And Eric Spoelstra has been with the team since 2008.
Okay.
He is a great coach. Let's not forget about the 03-04 Lakers with the mailman, Shaq, Gary Payton. Okay? Let's not forget about Brooklyn Nets with KD, Harden.
Boris, you're going a little too far back for some people. And listen, I so appreciate and respect your knowledge. Let me just say this, because I really am happy for the New York fans, and the franchise deserve to have a ring. You've heard me say this on multiple occasions. Their first ticker tape parade in New York City. And whether they win again in the next 5, 10, 20 years, I don't care. I don't care.
Yes.
But they got one. So Charles Barkley, who's ringless, great player, but ringless, he and Stephen A. Smith are already talking about, and this is crazy to me, if LeBron gets 2 rings in Philly, Barkley said he would then become the GOAT over Michael Jordan. Did you catch that?
I did not catch that, but I don't even believe he believes it. Because before that, he said he has an issue with LeBron jumping ship.
Right.
Look what, and I'm not saying it because I'm a New York fan and I'm biased. No, I'm being objective. Look at what Jalen Brunson did. He came to an unknown team.
He didn't say to take a stab at Jordan, because prior to that, as you saw, he said that LeBron is, in his opinion, the number 3 best player behind Jordan and Kobe. And I respected him saying that. But he said if LeBron gets 2 in Philly, I'm like, 2 in Philly? There's no way. I'm sorry. Okay, you were saying?
I heard the opposite. I heard Barkley say to Stephen A. that Jordan will be number 1 forever, Kobe number 2, and 3 is LeBron.
I'm going to play the clip.
But
I'm going to play the clip.
Okay, but the thing is, how can you have respect for somebody who jumps ships and he goes to a ready project, even if they win? And the last time Philadelphia won was in '83, a year before LeBron was born. He had no credit in that. You came to a team because you saw that all the pieces were there. Mark my words, Star.
Okay.
When he leaves, mark my words, I'm saying it here exclusive, the 76ers will be there'll be a ruined team. He will leave them worse than he came in. He tends to do that.
Okay.
He tends turn teams to rebuild mode because Joel Embiid is already playing shaky. Don't forget, Joel Embiid missed his first 2 seasons, full seasons when he came to the league. He is not getting better.
He's trash.
He is not getting better.
He's trash.
He's only getting worse.
Yeah, he's getting worse. He's getting
Yeah. And like Sam I said, there's only one basketball.
Yeah.
You are compromising your young talent. And I do not believe that they're better than San Antonio or what you call it, Oklahoma City.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The best ability is availability. You have players. Let's not forget how he clashes with players. He clashed with Kevin Love by sending cryptic tweet messages saying you have to fit in, not fit out. When things don't go his way. Why do you think Kyrie never played with him after that? Kyrie wanted out. And that's when he was traded to Boston.
Yeah.
So I am telling you, this guy's a diva. They will, perhaps if they're healthy enough, they will make it far, but they're not winning the championship.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
You have to respect the Knicks to dethrone them. To be the best, you must beat the best.
Yeah.
So far, it's the Knicks and even the Heat in the Eastern Conference.
LeBron is never going to be number one in my book, but I can understand the newer generation. They move different, they think different, and I can accept, change. So I get it. In their minds, it's all a big slave trade anyway. Nobody needs to be loyal for 10 years to a team and just keep losing and losing. Gone is the Dan Marino era, running up the stats.
Correct.
Running up the stats, but not getting a goddamn ring. F out of here. Hey, man.
Star, before I go.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, before I go, I will send you a video clip when LeBron James, because he performed like utter trash in his first year with Miami, how he, the disrespectful person that he is, bumped shoulders with his head coach.
Yeah, I remember that.
Can see how
I remember all that. Yeah. Pat Riley.
Yes. Yeah. So when things don't go his way, he acts like a big crybaby. But I hope that.
Well, hang on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Pat Riley, was he the GM or the coach when LeBron came to the Heat? I think he wasn't a coach, right?
He was a GM.
He
was a GM.
I stand corrected.
Yes.
I stand corrected. Okay.
But because the tension was so high, he conspired with D. Wade, that's what they say, to have what's his name, Zach Spoelstra, so then he can step down, Pat Riley, and he can become the coach. Because if you recall, in I think 2006, that's what happened. Pat Riley stepped down. He fired, I think it was Stan Van Gundy, I believe. If it wasn't him, he had...
Hey, Chris Bosh. Hey, girl. How's he doing?
Yes.
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh has become a Hall of Famer. He had some blood clots, so he had to retire early. But he's an amazing player.
He got it in. He got it in. He got it in.
Yes.
But anyways, I got to take other calls, man. Salute.
No problem. Take care. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Salute to my nigga, young Kobe, 1025. Philly ain't winning shit. Ricky Rick, I got your donation. Salute, are you calling in? Ricky Rick, let's get to it. Let's get to the bullshit Saturday night. Marcus got your donation. That white boy don't give a fuck about Nolan. I'm saying white supremacy and, white people being on code and suppressing anything that could lead to the arrest of others. That is a form of white supremacy. It's not just always doing something, dirty to other cultures and or groups. It's unifying, Uh-oh. Peace to the guy. There he is, left-handed on a Saturday night.
Peace. What it look like, man? It's a beautiful day today, man.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Going into a beautiful evening.
Is Yada Bear around? I know she's busy, but you said she was going crazy. So. Right?
I'm not sure if she's around. I'm not sure. Yeah, man. Listen. Salute to Yada Bear.
Salute.
Man.
I don't mean to cut you off. I would just love to get like 5 minutes of her, telling people why this is a good thing. She's living right now. Yes.
Absolutely. I talked to her as soon as the news dropped.
Okay.
And she was going crazy. The city of Philadelphia, in her words, the city of Philadelphia deserves it. They're championship bound. They have a quality squad now, and I let her talk. You know what I mean? Because she's in her vibe right now. She's in her moment, and I'm not mad at that.
Right.
But I have a question.
Come on.
I said, does LeBron James become now the biggest athlete in Philadelphia? Right? Is it LeBron James and the Philadelphia 76ers? I listened to Sam. Salute to Sam, I analyze.
Okay.
Salute to Boris.
Okay.
Salute to CP. Most High, all that. As a Knicks supporter, I really could care less what goes on down I-95.
Okay.
That's their business.
Okay.
They got to deal with that. People have tried since the Knicks have won the championship to kind of like get ready for next year, what they're going to do to repeat. Nah, I'm in my glory right now. I'm still in my glory, and you can't take it away from me, right? So I can care less about LeBron James going to Philly, and I told y'all to bear that, right? And my thing is, I'm glad he didn't come to the Knicks. He can go where he want to go. It's a free country. I'm with that. As long as you don't come to the Knicks. The chemistry of the squad is.
Well, hang on a second. You asked a question, and I say no. I mean, just because you signed a 2-year deal does not mean that you trump Ron Jaworski, Mike Schmidt.
I'm talking about right now. Right now.
Well,
right now.
He hasn't played yet, so I can't.
Jalen Hurts.
I can't answer that question.
Right.
Hold on.
Okay.
I can't answer the question because he hasn't played yet. Randall Cunningham, people who have put in years and years of work. If we're talking about, the NHL, you got Eric Lindros, you got Tim Kerr, you got Bobby Clark.
Let's go. Let's go.
No to your question.
Right.
Is he what do you say, the biggest sports?
Yeah, is he athlete in Philadelphia right now?
No.
Like that was my question to Yada. But again, at the end of the day, man, I'm glad that they got something going on.
Yeah.
They're celebrating. They're going crazy right now, and that's all fine, well and good. Okay. I'm not worried about that. We just got to do what we got to do and keep the motion going as far as we're the champions and defend that. Nobody talks about the Knicks being the champion. Everybody talks about what's getting ready to happen next year. Can we defend? Worry about that when it comes. We're relaxing right now. We chilling. We good. Yeah. But anyway, man, I just wanted to tap in.
Well, hold on. Stay with me because you are a man of knowledge and wisdom. None of Nolan Wells' so-called best friends went to his funeral. This is still the biggest story. Tragedy has struck. Any thoughts on that, man? I mean, because there's nothing I can say or anybody can say to soothe or ease the pain that his parents are going through. But I want to try, if I can, to speak to younger people on some of the pitfalls and white supremacy, in my opinion. You want to say anything about that?
Yeah, man. I feel like if none of his people, so-called best friends, alleged best friends, could show up at his funeral, that says everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Really, no explanation needs to be said. I feel like the truth is going to come out, and it's coming out. Certain people are trying to kind of like steer the conversation to a different direction, which is foul, right? But I think, as it plays out, man, we'll find out what goes on. But to me, part of finding out what goes on is none of his so-called people showed up at his funeral.
Yeah. Okay.
So that leads into, whatever happens down the line, some people are going to have to get dealt with.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I appreciate that. No, that's all. I appreciate you tapping in. Salute, man.
Yeah, man. Everything's everything, man. Keep doing what you do. We respect and check us out every Tuesday night, man.
Yeah. If Yada Bear has time, tell her text me so that she's not sitting in the queue. But if not, I'll understand. All right.
Okay.
Peace. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Hold on a second, guys. Everybody sit tight. Rick, you're up next. Rick, sit tight. I'll be right there. Rick, hold on. White supremacy is strong with regards to this situation of Nolan Wells. Guys, what is the reward money up to? $150,000 for information leading to the demise of Nolan Wells? The DA has sealed evidence. In case you don't know, I got a video coming up. Sealed evidence in the Nolan Wells case. Now, I can see, making it so that people can't see within the courtroom, but sealing evidence already? Young Kobe, star of the 2011, Philadelphia Eagles, also had a super team. They didn't win. You're right. Thank you for being a member, sir. Ricky Rick, good to hear from you. Saturday night, we're going off the rails. Are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir. Listen, I would just like to first of all say that I would love to get the $100,000 or whatever it is. I'm pretty good at infiltrating whites, blacks, Hispanics, Dominicans, Ricans. Like I'm a camouflage. I come from all parts of the town. I could get in there and get the information and come back got rich, man. But that's neither here nor there. As far as Philly goes, we got LeBron James. I don't care. Listen, I'm not here to talk about numbers. All those other callers, I respect them. They know their knowledge. But mother F, then I don't know what the algorithm looks like. So mother F, the numbers. I'm here to talk about the other parameters. You know what the tickets went to? The tickets went from $60 to $300. You know what the billboards were looking like around the Fillmore, the Met, the museum, the Rocky Steps, the Wells Fargo, we're popping right now. Philly's the center stage. I'm not trying to go to other sports. We got Saquon Barkley joining the Eagles. We got Bryce Harper joining the Phillies. Philly is popping right now, and that's all I care about. Now, I do really think we could win, but if we don't, it doesn't matter. I'm here to ride the wave of superstars join our team. I don't care if he's 42 years old. Okay. He's LeBron James at the end of the day. I don't think he's not my GOAT. My GOAT is LeBron. I'm sorry. My GOAT is MJ, Michael Jordan. And I'm an Allen Iverson guy being from Philly, and I'm a Kobe third. Okay. So LeBron is like fourth on my list. But guess what? He's here now, and we're rocking out. We're riding with him. I'm all about the team. I'm all about the name on the front of the jersey, Sixers, not the name on the back. I don't care who the player is. Even if you sign here for 1 year, I'm riding with you if you're from Philly.
So hold on a second, Ricky Rick, do you go to 76ers games or Eagles
absolutely?
Games,
yes, I do. I'm not to cut you off. I'm not a season ticket holder, but yes, I do. I go to at least 2 Eagles games. I go to at least 5 Phillies. Phillies is easy. Baseball is a very easy sport to go to. It's not expensive at all. But I go to multiple Phillies games. I go to multiple Eagles games a year. I go to Flyers games, and yes, I do go to Sixers games a year. I'm born and bred in Philly. So now don't get me wrong, the price just went up, so I might only go to 1 or 2 Sixers. But yeah, we're here now, baby. We're here now, and on paper.
Well, hold on a second, Ricky Rick, take your time. Take your time. Listen, you spend Skrilla, so I'll fuck with you heavy. If you want to say fuck the New York Knicks, man, feel free to. Go ahead.
Motherfuck the New York Knicks. We're here. We're here now. Y'all want the chip? I respect that, but no more pass, like you said, right? No more pass. We gotta show it again. And guess what? I'm here to predict this. I know it's an easy prediction, but you heard it here first. The opening game.
Your phone's going out, Ricky Rick. Your phone's going in and out. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Opening night is going to be Sixers at Knicks opening night, and the Christmas game. I know you don't care about this, but this is big for as far as the schedule. The Christmas game is going to be Sixers at Lakers. You heard it here first.
Okay,
that's what it's going to be. Okay. They're salivating. They're foaming at the mouth. The NBA schedule makers. Okay. They're going to want to see Philly at New York because that's the ratings. Because New York has to get the home opener because of the champs. And then they're gonna want to see LeBron going back to LA, the team he just left for the Christmas games. So look,
if you had to make a choice, because you are Pennsylvania born and raised, if I remember, yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, who's your number one Pennsylvania, including the Pittsburgh Steelers? Who's your number one sports figure of all time?
Of all time? Wow.
Take your time.
I'm gonna go. It's boring. It's very boring, and the audience might not even know who I'm talking about. But this is how old I am. I'm gonna go ahead and say Michael Jack Schmidt, third baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm taking it that far.
Okay.
But then you said all time. You said all time. I grew up off him.
That's fine. That's fine.
Michael Schmidt, third baseman, Philadelphia Phillies.
Mike Schmidt was my guy. I saw him in 1977. Mike Schmidt.
Wow.
That was my guy.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh man, I wish I was. I'm not as old as you, but I wish right there that you saw him in his prime.
1977.
So I'm just to shut it up. I'm just saying we got Allen Iverson, we got Charles Barkley, we got Donovan McNabb.
AI was ringless.
I mean, come on, the list.
Ricky Rick.
The list goes on and on.
Bubba Chuck was ringless. He's ringless. Respect.
Yeah, he was, but he was a great player though. But you're right. You're right. Most of Philly superstars are ringless. If we're going to keep it real, but hey, man, that's just the pride of us.
Okay,
we want to see our players do good, and it is what it is. Listen, let us ride our little wave right now. I know the season hasn't started, but we got LeBron James. I don't care if he's fucking 58 years old. We got LeBron James.
Nice.
So we're rocking out for this 2 years. And hold on, but before I sign off, I know it's been mentioned already. But this, you got to give him props that he did not do this for money. Because he's only getting paid $4 million a year. Now I know he has other deals. He's a billionaire. He doesn't care about money.
He doesn't need the money.
Only doing it for four.
Yeah, he doesn't need money.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just $4 million. Who wouldn't take a pay cut like that? And not for family because his family's in Cali. So yes, he's an hour. Helicopter ride from New York if he wants to live there. I know that's goofy. But his family's still in L.A., though. Right. So I'm just saying he wants to win. At least he wants to win.
Okay.
And on paper, with LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, who we don't speak enough about, this guy's a beast, Maxey and VJ, we're going to be talking all winter. How about that? Okay. We're going to be talking all winter and all spring. Right. We ain't going nowhere, baby. We're going to be talking on the Star Report.
Salute, Ricky Rick. Salute.
Salute.
Yes, sir. The white Denzel, Rory.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
The whitest Denzel.
What's going on? It's Craig.
Yeah. Something like a phenomenon.
Okay.
White people always on your mind.
You sent me a video. Sent me a video of what's her name up in it was in New Bedford. I forgot.
Shiloh.
Right.
Shiloh, the white goddess.
Yeah.
Stood on business. Yeah, the Somali man and his 8-year-old pirate child.
Easy. Hey. Don't talk about the kid like that. So I'm going to find the video. Can you resend it? They convicted her of something, not against the child, but against the adult. She's the blonde who was in the park, and she called the kid. She called the kid that N-word or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Yes, she called the kid the N-word, and then the father, who was a Somali, confronted her, cornered her, and she stood on business and called him the N-word 3 or 4 times, and then proceeded to call the child the N-word another 3 or 4 times. The only reason she did that is because she was by herself as a single mom, and she had a toddler, and the child was 8 years old and had went into her bag and tried to take something.
Can you resend me that video? Because I don't remember her repeatedly calling the kid the N-word or the guy. He dared her to.
That's how it started.
Hold on. He dared her to say the word, and she said, well, don't act like an N-word. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Okay. I'm definitely sure.
Okay.
I'll resend the video.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sure.
It's not like
I mean, that's why she was convicted. No, stop. That's why she was convicted.
Okay.
They said that she had used, they convicted of disorderly conduct, but it was for the abusive language.
Yeah.
And they, you can't.
But not directed at the child. Again, I paid attention.
That's how it started.
That's how
it started. She definitely said it to the child.
But Rory, listen, you're not listening. Send me the video because she was convicted of saying what she said to the adult. But resend me the video. Hey, I want to pivot here for a second. Nolan Wells, so-called best friends, I played a video earlier, did not go to his funeral. Your thoughts?
Oh, my God. Why would they? I mean, these people immediately called up Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton and made it a racial issue. It's Mississippi. Are you crazy? Like, they're just going to show up there and they're being accused on a national stage of having something to do with this kid's death. That would be disrespectful. Like that would be really disrespectful on the white people's part to go to a racially charged funeral, you know, down south. Like I think they stayed in their lane, man. I get what you're saying. Like that's their homeboy. Like that's their friend. I definitely get what you're saying. But this whole thing is taking a different turn. You know, like this is like a national story. People are accusing people of things.
Can I jump in?
Nothing has come out yet. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, you and I are friends, but right now, you're on code with the whites. You're on code.
Hell yeah.
You're on code. And this is
why wouldn't I be?
This is what you and I can respect about each other. You can admit that you're on code. They're not being accused. People want to know what happened. Just tell us what happened. So I disagree with them. Hold on. I disagree with them not going because, the death threats. No, you're being trolled. But nobody is taking it to the point where you need security. I disagree. Now, I am saying this is white supremacy on full display. Do you disagree with that? White supremacy is when white people can be on code. Yes?
I think this is black supremacy on full display. I think this is black.
You're dodging the question.
Display.
You're dodging the question.
Because they should never need security. If you're talking about why didn't they go to the funeral for their homeboy or their boy, why would they need security to go to the funeral for their boy? It should be all love. These are the people that jumped out the window and went and got out of towners. They're from Mississippi. They got
Troll baby. Did he say all love? Did you say all love, white boy? The fuck? Man,
what you said?
Did you say it should be all love? You said all love. That's what you said.
Yeah. I mean, if they grew up together and whatnot, that's their friend. You want them to go to the funeral? And they went out of town and got a dude from Harlem, an FBI informant, a race provocateur. They hired. Come on, man. They got Al Sharpton. I'm a New Yorker. You're talking to a New Yorker. I respect Al's hustle. I respect his racial hustle and how he gets his bread. I'm down with it. But, you know, if those people in that small town went up there and that's who they hired to represent them, got him involved in the case, and then they got Ben Crump, and now you want the white people that are being accused of nefarious actions without any physical evidence, any evidence at all. You want them to show up to the funeral and act like they're not going to get shot or like beat up? Or no, hell no. They're standing there.
Pro baby, did he say get shot at the funeral?
Yes, get shot. That's what I said. What is that, something new? Drive by at the funeral in a black neighborhood is something new?
Well,
that's something new. That's a new thing.
Hold on. Shooting white people at black people's funerals? Yeah, that would be new.
Yes.
That would be new.
Everybody gets shot at a black funeral. Everybody gets shot at a black baby shower. They're wetting up the whole place. It's not arbitrary.
Okay.
No way that they should have showed up.
Can you hold on? Roy, can you stay there?
Yeah.
Are you drinking? Yeah. I'm drinking. You drinking?
Oh, of course I am.
Okay.
What, you think I'm wasting my time on this earth on a Saturday night?
Right. Stay there.
I'm waiting for the earth.
I got to acknowledge the cash apps. Stay there. I want to keep you on the line. Hold on. Stay there. Crown, I got your cash app. Thank you so much. Crown says Spurs versus 76ers 2027 NBA championship. Thank you, Crown. Lee says, F them pussy ass crackers. Okay. Thank you for your donation, Lee. David D. Cordova. David, do you want to call in? I got your email. David D. Cordova on Today's Religious Talk, still going at Young Miami. David, you want to call in? Kick Young Miami's back in again. Hold on, let me say, can you call in? Saturday night. We got to get the traffic over to Today's Religious Talk. Okay. Rory, hold on a second. People are spending Skrilla. Who's that on the screen there? All love, question mark. Nolan's mom didn't even know those fools. Make it make sense. Yeah, that's a whole fact. Rory, stay right there. This is Panna. Good to hear from you, man. Saturday night. Panna the Canna.
Star was popping.
You tell me, man. Nolan Wells' so-called friends didn't go to his funeral. Sheesh.
Man, those were not his homies. You know what I mean? Right. I saw the interview with Tatum, the cop, or whatever that guy's name
Officer
is.
Tatum.
Officer Tatum, the individual that he was interviewing that said he was his so-called friend.
Yeah.
Lots of stuttering, you know what I'm saying? Lots of just
Warren Hudson.
Exaggerating the
That's
friendship.
His name. Warren Hudson.
I mean, that none of those white boys were his friend, man. They might have been associates. If Nolan had a boat or if he didn't have a boat, regardless of the fact, those not your homies. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very sad. And what I want to say is, all right, you've made several comments saying that Whitey is on code.
Oh, yeah.
Whitey's on code.
Oh, yeah.
When are people of color and FBA going to get on code? Because if you think
it's never going to happen,
Crump,
Panna,
never going to happen. No, you're right. You're right. I agree with you, but it's just sad, man.
Dr. Claude Anderson said it. Never mind, Star. Dr. Claude Anderson, who laid out the framework for foundational Black Americans, right? His book, Powernomics. He broke it down about the upcoming permanent underclass, which is here now. That's what he said. Go ahead.
It's just very sad and hurtful to think that having Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton and all and Cardi B donate money is that on code? Nah, that's like, come on. that's foolery, you know. So I'm just very disappointed at FBA and people of color always taking L's, man. L after L, and this is another L. You know, like it's not, like you said, it's never going to be a point where we are going to be able to say, and I mean people of color. When I say we, whether you're Latino, Black, whatever, people of color are going to be able to just have a win. And I think the last win was the OJ case. if you want to, you know, if we're talking about a win, that was the last win. And since then, there's just been L after L, you know. And then as far as LaFake going to the silly Philly, come on, man. Them dudes gonna make it to the first. Whoa. Silly Philly is gonna be in the first round of the playoffs, if that. And if they make it to the first round, they're gonna be taken out. And
let me jump in here for a second. Panna the Canna. Most people know I spent many years, not just in Philly, but in Cheltenham as well. I've got family out there, a lot of law enforcement. So I wouldn't be mad if the 76ers made it to the finals with LeBron. I just didn't want him on the Knicks.
Me neither.
I just didn't want him nowhere near the Knicks because the championship that they got this year, they got it out the mud. They earned it, you know, regardless of who said what. And I'm not a fan, you know. I'm a Johnny come lately in a sense, but I was always hoping the Knicks would get a championship before I check out. So I'm not necessarily hating on LeBron and the 76ers. I'm just glad he did not go to the Knicks. Can I ask you to land your plane? Because I'm getting backed up on calls. Panna.
Yeah, no doubt. NBA Finals, Knicks, Spurs again, a repeat of last year.
Okay.
LaFake, Philly ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Nolan Wells, I hope we get to find out the real truth behind this. Salute to you.
Yes, sir.
Peace, I'm out.
Thank you. Okay. Guys, on the screen, my show producer, Deeds. Yes, Deeds says Kana is good. She checked in earlier this week. Kana is a correspondent on the Star Report. She lives in Jordan. She's been there for years. She's originally from Brooklyn. Don't worry about Kana. Kana is dodging Scud missiles and all sorts of shit. And she said, we should get out of Babylon, America. That's what Kana said. So don't worry about her, okay? Rory, hold on. David D. Cordova, today's Religious Talk.
Hey, how's it going, Star?
It's going. Listen, man.
David tapping in.
Yeah, I got to get your information back in my showrunner. My apologies. You are still going in on Young Miami. Please continue. Saturday night.
Most definitely. I have to come against this demonic force that's plaguing the youth, the generation. I just released my video yesterday, and it's called Why Spend That Is Too Costly, right? So I'm just attacking this song and the messaging that it sends because it's a costly message. Even though the song is called Spend That, what it's doing, it's socially irresponsible. So I critique the song on 3 levels. First and foremost, the racial component, obviously with racial profiling, stereotypes, things like that, because it does address boosting and shoplifting. And we know that people of color have been
regular shit
being profiled. Yeah. And then the second critique, it's a 3-part analysis. The second one has to do with economics. As I learned from you in your show, you introduced me to Dr. Claude Anderson. I believe his name was mentioned earlier, in regards to Black consumer power and how we spend that, but are we accumulating wealth, right? We're not producers, we're not owners, we're just consumers. So the song is encouraging that. And then also, because it's today's Religious Talk, I do add a spiritual component, and I address, I use the Bible to critique the social landscape. So I talk about like curses and witchcraft, but not in the traditional sense as most people would know it, like, oh, the broomstick or someone put a hex. No, I address a curse because essentially...
Can I jump in?
Please. Yes, sir.
Can I make a suggestion? Well, listen, I'm the man with the plan. No ifs, ands, or buts. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you feel it, if you feel the time, I would recommend a video asking, is Young Miami a witch? She's very influential right now. She bounced back like a Super Bowl. Accusations of going to get pink cocaine for Diddy. I thought she was finished. The City Girls, their last project, Double Wood, trash. And here she is back, a temptress of seduction. I mean, people, have accused Beyonce of being a witch, but I think the real question is Young Miami a witch? You're familiar with Wicca. You and I have discussed that in the past. Wicca, is she a witch? Because this song of hers, it's undeniable. It's almost putting not just young women, but young males and the zesty niggas in a goddamn trance. Yeah. Go ahead. I just want to say that.
Yeah. Well, that's what the music is intended to do, because music can summon spirits. Music is a powerful tool, right? So we don't know what these people utilize to stay on top, to gain a hit song, to be number 1 on the charts. We don't know what people do behind the scenes, behind closed doors. So anything's possible. But
she might be casting spells. No, listen. I don't subscribe to mysticism and demons and things like that, but there's something about what she is putting out into the the spaces that has literally captured people's attention, and they have they have succumbed to her demonic vaginal juices.
And that's exactly what it is.
Nigga start wilding.
It is demonic.
Demonic. Fucking bitch.
Big time, of course. It is.
Fucking hot bitch.
Demonic.
Bitch is hot.
Everything that they put out, the messaging, of course.
Listen, but, I gotta get back to the show, man. Send me you know,
Appreciate.
I got your email you sent me. Pardon me, but today's,
Okay. Yeah.
today's Religious Talk on YouTube. You got to ramp it up on Young Miami, man, because she's working on an album right now. So it's not like this song is going to go away. I think she's in the studio right now with Champagne Poppy coming with the remix. So it's you're going to have another surge, all right?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm on that. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Good to talk to you.
Okay. Yeah, always a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
David D. Cordova. Let me ask you guys in the live chat. Is Young Miami a witch? Anybody ever heard of the Satanic Bible from 1969? Anton LaVey? That bitch out here casting spells on people. Oh, shit. Rory, you fuck with that song. Spend that, don't you? Be honest, white boy.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Fuck with that song.
Yeah, Yo Miami taking over. She's like the new Ice Spice. You know?
She crushed Ice Spice.
That's the new Ice Spice.
Crushed her.
Yeah, Ice Spice had a little traction for a while. Gucci was popping. But yeah, now we got Yo Miami. Real premium black news. Premium black news.
And for those who don't know, Young Miami has not one but 2 kids. She got 2 kids. Anyway.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
You got 2. So.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
All right, well, listen, man.
With you,
Hello? What'd you say? Your phone went out.
I said she probably had that. She was just, that's what she knew as hell.
Send me that video again because, again, you sent it to me, and I was putting some notes together for the show. And I was going to play the video, but I said, let me leave that video alone from 13 years ago. Remember that guy in his 60s? He was on the plane, and he slapped the black baby. He said, "Shut that nigger baby up."
Yes.
Remember that guy?
Yes.
It's not funny. Don't laugh. Hey.
Yes.
It's not funny. Don't laugh. I was going to play that one behind the white chick just to show how insensitive white people can be sometimes.
White people can be vicious. I'm not going to lie. White people have a very high tolerance, a very high tolerance, a very patient people. But,
Troll babies, you guys ever heard that story from 13 or 14 years ago? On a goddamn plane, I think it was Minnesota somewhere, a white man was drunk. And the mother of the biracial baby, I think the white mother and the white father, they adopted the kid. So he's talking to them about the little black baby. Somehow he starts drinking scotch, and the baby starts crying or something. He slapped the kid and said, "Shut the nigga baby up." Listen, I gotta go, man, before I start going left here. You want to land your plane?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Just let me land my plane real quick. We told you to get back for real when Trump got in the counter revolution. It's not a joke. That white lady, that's a travesty of justice. They put a Somalian. They put a bunch of Somalians from goddamn Islamic Africa in her neighborhood, in her city, and she had to deal with them. And so what? She said the N-word. Like, it's on, like, don't import more N-words and expect white people to be okay with that. Yeah. And the same thing with Nolan Wells. Like, don't expect them. What you want? You want to turn that into a whole racial thing at the funeral?
It is.
Like, you want Al Sharp to get beat up and shot and all of that? Is that what you're looking for? God. Nah, they should have stayed home, man, because, the Nolan Wells family's looking for a payday, man. Something wrong with them. How are you going to move?
They deserve one.
White neighborhood.
Hey.
Well, you know what?
They deserve a bag.
They're lame. They're lame. Why did they stay in the hood on their side of the tracks?
Oh, my God.
Why is their son grown up with all white people? What were they so scared of? What were they running from? Get out of here. No, we not going for that.
Right,
Don't go ruining young white people's lives because you couldn't handle living on your own side of the track. Fuck out of here.
Hey, send me that.
Fuck out of here.
Send me the video. Don't forget, all right?
Yeah. All right.
Salute. Rory going hard in the paint. As he should. Hey, Vera, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay, Kid, I will respond tomorrow, okay? Because I'm drinking tonight. Kid, I got your email. Salute to you. Well, whatever I send you, just keep in mind I'll give you 20% off, maybe 30% off because you spend Skrilla, okay, Kid? Let me get back to my show notes here. Okay, I played Mammy. Oh, my God, that's a sad story. Mammy shooting 12-year-olds in Milwaukee. Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Guys, sit tight in the queue. I got to play this video with regards to white people being on code with regards to the Nolan Wells story. I'm saying white supremacy on full display. This came out yesterday, this video, in case you missed it. Suppressing evidence now, huh? Here we go.
The investigation intensifies into the Nolan Wells case. Good evening. I'm Gina Swanson. The district attorney leading the case is asking all agencies to refrain from speaking publicly about the case. All this comes after an independent autopsy report on Nolan's cause of death is inconclusive, and that's mainly because certain parts of his body could not be examined by the second medical examiner. WDSU reporter Chantel Davis has been on the case since it broke. She is now live. Chantel, you spoke with some legal experts about the case. What are they saying?
Yes, Gina. So while the community desperately waits to learn what happened to Nolan Wells, I did speak with a legal expert, and he tells me the DA's move may prolong that waiting period for those of us to learn those answers. But he said what she did is not uncommon.
If we sacrifice the integrity of the process in effort to satisfy today's questions, we risk undermining the confidence in tomorrow's answers.
Breaking her silence, Jackson County District Attorney Angel McElrath releasing a video Thursday urging patience as her office works through the details and evidence discovered in the Nolan Wells death investigation.
In Mississippi, the rules of professional conduct restrict the information a prosecutor can release during an investigation.
The DA is now choosing to seal evidence in the case until it's presented to the grand jury. However, she did not clarify if this includes the original autopsy results. So I made another call to her office. Yes, I called 2 days ago and you took my name and number, but I still have not received a call back. So today, after reviewing the district attorney's video, she didn't clarify this. Will the original autopsy results be sealed along with the rest of the evidence that will be presented to the grand jury? The receptionist on the other end promised to pass along my message, but I reached out to legal expert Dan Friel to help me understand the district attorney's decision.
I think the more information that's revealed publicly about a high-profile case, the higher the likelihood is you're going to compromise the grand jury or compromise an ultimate trial jury.
It's also important to note police have not named a suspect or person of interest in this case. Friel said this means the district attorney is going to present the evidence to the grand jury so they can determine if there's probable cause to believe a crime took place.
It's not clear-cut what happened. If it were, then you would probably have had an arrest the next morning or immediately after finding the body of Mr. Wells. So unfortunately, we just don't know enough to know what we don't know until this grand jury has concluded its investigation, until the district attorney makes a finding from that.
Now, Nolan Wells' family continues to ask the same question: what happened to Nolan? And police say that witnesses have come forward. We're also still waiting for those original autopsy results, especially since that independent autopsy result could not produce the results that we were looking for because the pathologist could not examine all of Nolan's neck. But right now, we still do not know when those original results will be produced to us. I am reporting live. Chantel Davis, WDSU News.
All right, like we mentioned, Chantel has been on top of this story since it first broke right after the 4th of July. You can read the latest on Nolan Wells' death investigation right now on WDSU.com.
Okay, Saturday night, phone lines open. We got a few topics on the table. Coming up later, because I do plan to be here talking this evening. I want to ask the question with regards to scammers. Got a video that's just would lead you to believe that certain cultures specialize in scamming. But just give me a little time, okay? Area code 586. Good evening. Thank you for your patience. Are you there? 586.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Certain cultures do specialize in scamming.
Well, I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm going to play that video coming up. But right now, I want to focus on Nolan Wells' so-called friends didn't go to his funeral. You up to speed? Any thoughts?
Well, seems like more race propaganda. I was hoping the white boy was still going to be in the line. I see he had his stirrups and his what the fuck is it called? Damn.
You're talking about Rory?
Yeah. He had his saddlebags and everything like that. He's a professional black man D-rider, so he had all his gear.
Well, are you a member, sir? Because if you are, I can put you on hold and see if he can call back in. Are you a member? I don't see that.
Yeah, I've been a member, man. I've been a member. I done sent you too much money. I'm tired of sending you.
Okay, well, we'll stay there then. And if you're tired of spending money, you can hang up. I'll put you on hold and try to get Rory back. Don't start talking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't have friends and I don't need fucking fans. Hold on a second, my show producer. Rory, do you want to call back in? Yes or no? Not that you have to. Put this guy on hold. Okay, Deed says check your email, my show producer. Guys, hold on. King Simon, hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Deed, is there a link? Because I don't want to download the video because when I played the video earlier, the show started glitching. Can you find a YouTube link? Let's see if she can find that. Peace, King Simon. Good to hear from you, sir. Late night. Talking about Nolan Wells' so-called friends didn't go to his funeral.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a spectacle, of course, and I think that probably was the best, probably was best that they watch it on Zoom or whatever they was watching it on. It probably was best because there's too much going on. There's too much emotions going on right now, especially with Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton there. They wouldn't have had a protection for them unless they would have security. If they were going to come with some good security, maybe they could have went. But I don't think.
I'm surprised at you, black man. You think some young whites going to Nolan Wells' funeral, they would have been attacked? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, they probably would have been attacked or, had racial slurs sent at them and all that kind of stuff. That's just because this is an emotional time. This is a new generation of emotion.
Okay.
And they would have done it. The young people would have done it. They would have said F the old guys like Crump and Sharpton and would have did they think, that's just how it is now.
Okay.
That's the new generation. You know that. I know that.
Well, no, sir. I don't know that. I disagree. I think that still there are many black people who, when it comes to white people, they know their place. Sadly. And I think that type of setting, they would have been asking questions. Phones would.
And that was Mississippi, right?
Hold on. Phones would have been out, but I'm not going to say, black people would have attacked them. I'm not going to put that on black people. We want answers. And I'm saying we want answers.
I understand that, sir, but still it would have become a at the funeral. You didn't want it's an emotional thing going on.
Yeah.
That would have been a spectacle. That would have been too much going on for them to come and visit. And
tell us what you know, Crocker. You know something.
Say it again.
Tell us what you know, Crocker. You know something. So you didn't want to see harsh words at the young whites. So is that what you're saying?
No, come on. I don't care about that. And plus, that's Mississippi. I mean, it could even get even worse, on the sidelines or behind the scenes. That's a whole nother Mississippi burning, unless we're going to do the burning this time. That Mississippi burning, we could have done that. But again, it's an emotional thing.
Stay with me, because you are a man of knowledge and wisdom, and I respect you. So why hasn't the white friends had a private ceremony and then, you know, put that out there for people to see, to show that he was really their brother, as they've been saying? Why not some type of private, you know, send off?
I don't know why they haven't done it. Maybe they watched it on Zoom together. I don't know. You know, again, I'm talking about the family and what
I know
with now, and then you got the ambulance chasers. That's big.
I know.
Like Sharpton and Crump.
I don't mean to cut you off, black man. I know why they haven't done anything. You said you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
What do you know? Say what?
They're on code. It's very simple.
Of course they're on code. Of course they're on code.
Well, that's the answer. That's why they haven't done anything. They're on code. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right. Okay. In Mississippi, exactly. but you know, but again, you know, it's just another distraction as far as I'm concerned. You know, there's always a distraction going in the United States corporation. You know, they always a distraction. Something else is going on, and then LeBron, gosh.
Well, hang on a second, King Simon, because you are a man of knowledge. You are a numerology expert. For those who don't know, I'm talking to King Simon. You're a published author, and you know you are a philosophical advisor. Do you think, I have no proof, you think that there's a possibility that he was in the boat with his friends, brothers, something happened, I don't know, and he wound up dead, and they collectively pushed him out of the boat?
According to
you and I, our knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Right.
How old are you?
Right.
I forget. How old are you, King Simon?
I'm 59.
59.
Yeah.
Based upon what we know, let's take it slow. Let's not rush this.
Right.
You know, just collectively. Hey, Nolan, we love you, man, but I can't lose my future. You know, because you're dead. And collectively, white supremacy kicked in, you know, and they said it's best if we just push him out of the boat and we pretend it didn't happen. I think that is very possible, because it happened on July 4th, correct? That's what happened. That's what took place. In the metaphysical world and the quote unquote spiritual world, there's a thing called the Jason months. Yes. July, August, September, October, November. And during those months, there's been throughout the study of history of this, there have been major sacrifices of black children. And come on, black man, now we're talking. Let's go.
That's called the Jason month. So always look at the July, August, September, October, November months for these things to happen, all the way to the Day of the Dead back until November. So these are things that do happen, and certain Europeans that practice the negative form and Wicca form of spirituality, they do believe in making sacrifices, especially of those of melanated people.
That's right.
And I wouldn't doubt that went down, especially because according to the cycle that Nolan was in, he was in his critical cycle before his birthday, August the 19th. So if there's a 52-day cycle before your birthday, everybody's birthday, that there's a thing that can happen if you're not cautious of who you're around, if you're not cleansing and removing yourself from people, places, and things that you no longer need to be around, and being very careful of getting into arguments or any contentions in that time of before your birthday. So according to the science. So again, it could happen just like that. But again, in these months, these things have been happening in the past. We've noticed it for the past 30 years. All of us that's been studying it. I'm just saying.
See, now we're talking, black man. What year did the Satanic Bible come out? Was it 69? I read that back in the
yeah, that was back in the day.
Early 80s.
Man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1969. Anton
1969.
LaVey. You know, that book, it gave framework to a lot of things that people were trying to put together in the modern sense. And sacrifice was a big part of that particular
That's the lineage of Aleister Crowley and all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole lineage of Aleister Crowley and all of them. Yes. Yes, definitely. Remember, and 1969 is a number 7 year, which deals with secrets being revealed or secrets being concealed. Oh. And then Aleister Crowley wrote a book called 777. Right. It's all a cult thing. There's a positive, negative to this stuff. If you don't understand, but yes, Aleister Crowley, Blavatsky, all of them, they did their thing. That's why they had to set up the melanated Black American metaphysics of that time, P.B. Randolph.
Have you ever heard Iron Maiden's album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fire!
I know you love rock. That's your thing. Y'all know Star's a bass player. Don't play with him.
Hold on, no, never mind. Let's get back here for a second, because see, now we're talking about sacrifice and things, and I'm not trolling him. I'm as serious as colon cancer.
No, I know.
The fact that these people are not talking says to me they are on code and collectively trying to avoid, telling what the public needs to know. I'm saying and white supremacy. Am I wrong, King Simon?
You're not wrong, because you have to look at their parents and their grandparents. You have to go to the history of who they are and who would keep them on code, because all of them was nervous until they got home. And then they were not nervous because their parents, grandparents, all their history tells them this is what you need to do, especially here in Mississippi, sir. So yes,
somebody getting at you on the screen there. King Simon, can you read that? I don't have my contacts there.
No, I'm not watching it because I'm on the phone, Joe. You're watching you on the phone.
Okay.
What they saying?
I can't. I got to squint to read it, but
that's one of your troll babies.
Yeah. They get that. They spend Skrilla.
That's all right, man.
All right. Well, listen, man. I appreciate you taking the time. This speaks volumes to me. They didn't go to the funeral, and then they didn't have some type of private ceremony. Wow, man. It's just, I'm trying to give the guy, Officer Tatum, a chance, but it just seems to me, I could be wrong, that he's more intent on, his, I don't want to say hatred, but he's got an axe to grind with Reverend Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump. Yes, no?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't doubt that. But what I would like to say, remember what they said that was missing from that child, that young man, his throat and his lungs, the very essence of breath itself, spirit, energy. And if you watch the movie Dr. Sleep, because they teach you through your movies, that's what they took from them, their spirit, their energy.
Now we talk.
So I wouldn't doubt that that's what they're doing, because they teach through their movies. Y'all may doubt it. All of you in the troll babies may doubt it, but they teach through their movies all the time. You've been learning this.
But King Simon, hold on a second. Now, to be fair, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They take out certain organs when they're doing autopsies. They put them in plastic bags. Sometimes they put them back in the body for another autopsy, or they freeze them. So did they just take them out and you can't find them?
Well, they couldn't find it according to what Crump was reading.
Okay.
According to what he was reading.
Crump can't read, respectfully.
And they had 2 autopsies.
Crump was struggling with the laser.
Yeah, I know he was struggling. Yes, he was doing too much reading. But yes. But again, everybody part of Mississippi may be down with the whole thing, especially if you have police on your side and judges on your side.
Okay.
Let's you can think it's conspiracy, but let's really dig deep.
Okay. Great to talk to you, King Simon. Salute.
Yeah, salute. Take care.
All right. So Rory's not calling back in. Thank you, caller 586. You are appreciated. Trevor Jackson, is that you, sir, tapping in late night? Trevor.
It's me, OG. What's popping with you,
Hey,
man? Great show tonight, man.
I'm just rambling here. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, man, I got to agree with Barkley, man. LeBron been stacking them teams something crazy. I just don't understand it. He done played with over 30, 40 All-Stars, Hall of Famers. It's crazy though, but I'm glad he didn't go to the Knicks. I think that cheesesteaks would be $50 a piece. You know what I'm saying, in Philadelphia, and I just appreciate the show, OG.
Okay, well, stay with me. I think for the economy in Philadelphia, it'll be a good thing. And, you know, I can't say that I'm hating on LeBron in his final 2 years. So it looks like his final 2 years. Yeah, I'm just glad he didn't go to the Knicks also. But with regards to the hypothetical question, if he wins a ring in Philly, does that make him the GOAT over Michael Jordan?
You know, he done played almost double the amount of seasons that Michael Jordan played. So I can't, you know, I might be of the age when Jordan was something that I think we'll never see again.
Okay.
But I don't think it's even a comparison, OG. He played 13 years or 14 in total, one, because he played one with the Wizards, but 13 years, 6 rings, man, that's just not comparable to somebody who played 21 and only got 4 so far. Yeah, but
I asked that question because, you know,
he's good for the economy.
Yeah, I asked that question because the younger generation thinks differently, and I'm not trying to necessarily argue with them. I mean, you know, it's not that deep to me. But do you think he's got 2 more years left in him?
You know, health-wise, I think he can play for longer than 2 more years because he's been taking care of his body. He's been playing, spending $2 million a year on his body, pause or whatever, though. But I think he can come off the bench and play upwards to like 48, 49 years old if he come off the bench. But do he want to come off the bench?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I want to touch one topic because I'm a man. You know, I live in Charlotte now, OG, but I'm from Tennessee, the country.
Come on.
When you talked about competition drinking, with the white boys,
come on,
shit get different now.
Yeah.
And then if you got a Becky with you, they jealous.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. They jealous. Y'all competitively drinking. Somebody is extra strong and they gang up on you because they had a fear for their life. You know, I'm not going to make any assumptions to say that anything happened, but
well, we're just speculating. But now, hold on a second. You've heard the old saying, "A drunk person speaks a sober mind." Yes.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Okay. Listen, I have been out there in the '80s when I was drinking. You know, Bombay Sapphire Gin, Gordon's Gin. I was a gin drinker. Oh yeah, and I used to talk crazy, not just to my white girlfriends, but my Hispanic girlfriends as well. And so he could have been in a situation, I don't know. But when you're that young and you're drinking and your body, you know, thinks it can consume more and more and more until you pass out. Who knows what happened between those guys? They were all young, probably. Well, they were underage. What he was 18, right? When he died, Nolan Wells. 18.
Yeah.
Not even old enough to drink. Go ahead.
You made an interesting thing, a comment earlier about all of these boys talking about they are Nolan's best friend.
Right.
You know, when we young, we don't know who our friends are until we start living with uncertainty. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like they just throwing that word friend around a little bit too lightly, you know. Yeah. And it just seemed disingenuous. And Officer Tatum, it's a whole. I think you need to tap into him more. Pause, OG. But I think you need to tap into him more because I seen the other day where you said you wasn't too familiar with him. But
well, I'm aware of him. But hold on a second. You see, if he's one of these hardline conservatives, I already know what his shtick is. I was born in '64, so listen, I can take you back to Barry Goldwater in terms of conservatism. These newer guys, you know, a lot of them are just hate the left or they hate the opposite side without being objective. So, with all due respect, I don't need to do too much research on him. I can respect what he does, but ultimately, I do have to draw the line on those guys because you know that they are in a sense attacking the other side without being fair and objective. But go ahead.
That's a great take, OG, because I learned about being objective from you, and I know it's many people that want to call in though. But when I start seeing, I view myself as conservative also, but I was conservative by force, being from Tennessee.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And when I start seeing these people that align religion and Christianity with conservatism, I start feeling spooky about those guys, because I don't think that religion and politics can align with each other. But thank you, OG, for your time.
Well, hang on a second. Before you go,
I always support.
Before you go, and I say this with all due respect, have you ever heard of Barry Goldwater?
I learned about Barry Goldwater from you.
Okay. He is the father of conservatism, and his books are necessary to really understand the foundation of conservatism, because again, these newer guys, they align themselves with things that aren't necessarily what he envisioned in the past. But I just want to say that Barry Goldwater, read up on him. All right.
Thank you. I wrote his name down. I'm getting ready to purchase one of his books from Audible. Appreciate it. Great show, OG.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. There he is. My friend and the #1 news correspondent on the Star Report, Gene Richmond.
I'm not Bernard Shaw or Peter Jennings, but I'm the cult of personality.
Yes,
I do say it myself. I learned about conservatism from you.
That's right.
Actually, Edmund Burke is essentially the father of our Western conservatism, but Goldwater put his stamp on it. But also, Goldwater was also an America Firster, which kind of...
Well, I give Barry Goldwater more acknowledgement than you do. And now, with all due respect, you are a late conservatism person, because you voted for Barack Obama once upon a time, right?
Oh, I did in 2007. I did, absolutely. And a man who changed my thinking of that was the great Alex Jones. Oh, God. Not you.
Okay.
Not you.
Okay.
But Alex Jones. Not you. Not you. It was Alex Jones.
Okay. Come on.
But that being said, you were an influence. But now... before we get into anything, I just want to say we have Marvel Studios has just announced a new Ghost Rider, and that's Ryan Gosling. He will be taking the mantle of the comic book character, the Ghost Rider.
Whoa!
The Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
It's just been announced at Comic-Con in San Diego.
Okay.
Now the role was last played by Nicolas Cage.
Right.
But now will be played by Ryan Gosling, and they also announced a new Black Panther will be played by David Johnson, a Black Brit who was recently in the Alien Covenant movie, and who was also in the Long Mile, The Long Road. A very good young actor. He is the new Black Panther. Ryan Coogler announced him tonight as well.
Okay.
That's what's coming up for Marvel. I had to get that in there.
Any thoughts on this Supergirl? Well, we already spoke about it, but any new? I don't know. Is she going to be back for another Supergirl film? I forget her name. She played that in the recent one. I forget her name.
Yeah, I forget her name too, but she will be back in Man of Tomorrow.
Okay.
The Superman sequel. She will be featured in that film. Unfortunately, we'll have to watch Millie Alcock again in that role. The movie bombed at the box office. I mean, utterly bombed at the box office.
Yeah.
But they're bringing her back. So, hey, that's DC. That's the DC universe for you.
Okay. Hey, man.
Now on to
Nolan Wells, so-called best friends didn't go to his funeral. I'm saying white supremacy. Clearly, you think that's not what's going on. Correct?
I don't think it's white supremacy at all. I think these young white kids were genuinely friends of Nolan. I mean, we're hearing all these rumors and innuendo about not being at his home and not knowing his parents and being separate from him, from his personal life to his school life. But I think these were his genuine friends. They've shown pictures at pool parties in the past and things of that nature. I don't think these kids meant any maliciousness towards this young man. I sincerely don't. I think it's black people who are racist, who want us to believe that this was some kind of KKK, neo-Nazi kids who lured him out into a boat to murder him. And this is what black people want you to believe. This is what Benjamin Crump wants you to believe. And this is what Al Sharpton wants you to believe. But I don't think that's the true narrative. This case is still under investigation. But again, I don't think there will be any new findings. I think once it's closed and settled, it will be an accidental death, a drowning by accident. And this is how I feel that this happened.
Wait. Now, you called in the other night. What did you say? You say he may have jumped in the water. How did you phrase that?
Well, I think he was in an argument. He wanted to have a sexual encounter with a girl, a raw dog, and she didn't want a black man in her.
Okay. And he unalived himself. Is that what you said? He jumped in and then
I think he ran it.
The riptide or something.
I think
what'd you say?
A riptide caught him emotionally. I think he was frustrated and he ran into the water and he was gone. My opinion. You know, he's black. He probably had trouble swimming. He's black, so automatic he has trouble swimming, and I think that's what happened.
Now, hold on. For those who don't know, this is my friend Gene Richmond, but you're not trolling. You're serious. You're putting a humorous touch on this, but you're serious. You don't think that his white counterparts are racist? You think that even though his mother said she didn't know his friends, so it's not rumors. His mother said, I don't know them. And the guy who came, hold on, Warren Hudson sat down with Officer Tatum. He said, we never hung out at Nolan's house. Never went to Nolan's house.
Well, maybe Nolan's Filipino mama and his black daddy wouldn't allow the friends to go to his house, and maybe Nolan knew that. So maybe Nolan met them at hangouts after school or at their houses. Like you said, certain black parents wouldn't allow people in their homes. Maybe Nolan's parents didn't want people in their homes. They didn't want these kids hanging out at their place. There are parents who have those kind of strict rules, especially with teenagers. We don't want people in this house. Maybe that was the case.
Okay.
Maybe they ran a tight ship, and maybe they didn't want people hanging in and out their house, especially these kids. So I feel that.
Can I jump in?
He hung out with. Go ahead.
Even though my father and I don't mean to sound redundant, didn't want my Caucasian associates, acquaintances, and friends in the house, they still came to the house. They could come, in the backyard. We could play in the backyard with Johnny Bench Batter Up. We on the front porch with the goddamn Rock'em Sock'em robots. But they were allowed to come, ring the doorbell and pick me up. This guy, Warren Hudson, said we never hung out at Nolan's house. That's different. I don't think that was his parents. I think that maybe he wasn't on their level in terms of wealth. Maybe he was the court jester. He made them laugh. He was a funny guy. I think he may have been ashamed of his family in a sense. He's at these white people's houses and they've got boats and all sorts of jazz, and probably didn't have it like that.
Well, maybe Roland lived in the Kashmir Gardens project, and he didn't want them there. So I can understand that. Maybe he lived in Kashmir Gardens and didn't want them. He didn't want them on the block in the projects in Kashmir Gardens. Maybe that's the case. Maybe some kids live in the projects. They don't want people seeing where they live. So maybe that could have been the case as well. But at this point, they've turned this whole case into a 3-ring circus. You got a bunch of jigaboo, buck dancing, black so-called leaders that are making a mockery of this kid so they can profit off of it. You got the Filipino mama and a black daddy there with these charlatans, these hucksters, and these race pimps. And I think that's the biggest takeaway. You know, if these kids were such racists, this young white man sat down with Officer Tatum. Last time I checked, Officer Tatum wasn't a white man. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't Anderson Cooper. He wasn't anything like that. But they sat down with him. So
is he one of those compliant Negroes? You know the type. The one. Oh, racism doesn't exist. Is he one of those?
Well, no, Jesse Lee, my good friend Jesse Lee Peterson says racism doesn't exist, but Officer Tatum doesn't use that, doesn't go down that route. But he's not a guy that's on
just
the whole
asking. I don't know anything about him. I should Google him, but is he married? What's his background? Is he gay? What is?
Well, yeah, he is. He's FBA, from what I understand.
Okay.
And he's got
married to a black woman, white woman. What's it, Hispanic?
He's got a white woman. Corinne.
Is she white or is she, leftover Wu-Tang nigga loving trash? There is a difference.
He could be leftover nigga loving trash.
Wu-Tang leftover nigga loving trash.
Wu-Tang, Rough Riders, DMX Rough Rider tour. Trash.
Hold on a second. I have a member on the screen. Salute to Nell to the Cross. Nell, can you please get the spelling of Scotch Plains right? I appreciate your donation, but it's SCOTCH. Scotch Plains. You can Google it, sir. Thank you for your donation. Now, hold on a second. Somebody's on hold here. Wait a minute. Peace, the Most High. You there, the Most High? Can you hold on? Hello. The Most High, you there? Number 9, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I had the Most High in the queue. Let me make sure he's not. Hey, the Most High, can you hold on? I'll be right there. The Most High.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Can you hold on, sir? I'll be right there, all right?
No problem.
Okay. Number 9, and I forget. Jesse Lee Peterson used to make that claim that racism doesn't exist. But how do you feel about that? Because you did have you had a nigga wake up call you shared with me, once upon a time. Do you think racism still exists, or is that thing of the past now?
Well, I mean, if you really want to go back to the true origins, it came from Lev Bronstein, also a Trotsky ideology.
I'm talking about now in America. Does racism exist now and today?
Well, not in the sense that blacks want us to believe it does. I don't think it does. I think that we navigate on a racial compass, but I don't think racism is a weapon forged against a group in our present day society to hold them back from achievement, from success, from growth and advancement. I mean, if you have foreigners that can come here and in less than a decade, they can evolve and advance. I mean, how much does racism really exist? And they don't even speak English, half of them, to this day. So you got to ask yourself, how bad is this racism thing? I was called
Mammy shooting 12-year-olds over water bottle disputes. That's more of an issue in reality.
Well, yeah, those are niggers. So you tell me, what's the real racist problem? Niggas killing, because right now, niggas are killing each other like 90 going north.
Right
now. Right. So you tell me, what's the biggest issue? The white construct racism or niggas blasting each other coming out of a house? He was coming out of a house. He was leaving. Yeah. And he got his wig split. So you tell me.
Okay. All right.
These niggas are out of control, and everybody knows it.
Yeah.
So you tell me what the real racism is.
Okay.
You got a bunch of blacks that'll call here tonight and talk about some a white boy did this and I don't trust the white people. These are black people who are still stuck in this confine of a racial mindset. All you blacks that call this show talking that stuff about, you need to look in the mirror and check your racist element, your racist spirit. All you blacks that call this show and talked about, oh, you think those white boys might have been racist and they did something wrong. Shame on you. Shame on all the blacks that call this show, that have called this show and talk that racist stuff. Shame on you.
Okay. Hey, man, great to talk to you. Anything else you want to say in parting?
In the words of Karl Marx, one day we will hang the capitalist with his own rope that he manufactured. Good night.
So says a capitalist. Hey, man, thank you. Salute.
Thank you.
Good night. Gene Richmond. Guys, are we done with LeBron signs with the 76ers for the showrunner? I think we are. I think we're kind of past that now. Did I promote one of my sponsors? www.pimpandken.net. I say again, www.pimpandken.net. Let me get some more of my other sponsors lined up here as far as showrunners. I thought I saw Sheila in the live chat. Okay. At Tower of Love Foundation 3168. Okay. Sheila has a petition. She needs your support with regards to language in schools. Okay. So go to that address right there for further information. Okay. Hold on a second. Peace, the Most High. Thank you for your patience, sir. Are you there? The Most High.
Star, peace.
Peace. How are you, man? It's cracking.
Everything good. I just want to build on the LeBron situation real quick.
Please.
I think it's a non-story. Not that it's fake news that it didn't happen, but fake news in terms of the impact people might think he could have, in my opinion. Is there outside chance he could still have something left in the tank and then merge with these either players in their prime like Jalen Brown, or up and coming or emerging in their prime Tyrese Maxey, and then second year player VJ Edgecombe. So long story short, could he do it? I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Embiid is gonna be able to be healthy enough to play more than the 49, 50 games that he's averaged to play every year since he's been in the league. So you're going to get him from not even 2/3 of the year, Joel Embiid. LeBron is playing 60 games for the last 8 years himself. So we don't know how much of an impact a 41-year-old man with all sorts of mileage on him, could even impact a young up-and-coming team. So I think they were good after Jaylen Brown acquiring him. And then if they would have put the right supplemental pieces around him, they would have been good. But to bring LeBron in there, I know it's the veterans minimum. He's getting 3.8 or 3.9 and change and $4 million for the next year with the player option. Okay. So it might have been a steal for them, and maybe they feel like he could wear many hats, and just his quote unquote basketball IQ could allow him to be a facilitator still. When he still is one of the best passers, at least for forwards in the NBA ever. Okay. So he could provide a high IQ veteran presence on the team. But if anybody thinks they're going to be getting the fly around the court, 2012 version of LeBron, no, sir. Okay. He's not even bubble LeBron no more. So, and again, what Charles Barkley said initially was correct. Instead of him being a player where players go to want to play for his franchise, if you want to say stack the team, and I guess, maximize his earning power as a free agent. But it's like, again,
if I can jump in, the Most High, if I can jump in here, yeah. I appreciate your knowledge and thank you for presenting things to me that I don't keep up with as far as the information. How far away are we, if at all, to professional sports allowing performance enhancing drugs? We're gonna, in my opinion, we're gonna reach that point at some time. Allowing performance enhancing drugs. We got to break the records. more bang for the buck. You know, we got to sell more seats, bigger deals. In my opinion, or am I totally off? Performance enhancing drugs.
I think it's possible, but the thing is that it could even be a thing already, and it's being kept silent for all we know. There's been, you know, at least a decade plus. I think the LeBron steroid controversy and deep speculation started when he was with the Heat. So there was a period.
Let's be careful. I have no proof, neither do you. That's just all speculation. But
I said the speculation. That's the word I said.
But I'm asking, in your professional opinion, again, you know better than me. How close are we? Are we 5 years out, 10 years out to the point where they say, hey, you know what? We're going to allow certain performing enhancement drugs. You know, it's a new day. You know, the old stuff was the old stuff. These are better athletes now, and you people deserve more. Hell, you're about to spend $20 for a goddamn hot dog in one of those arenas. You know, right?
Yeah. Listen. So you're right. It could be in the next decade, because the game is pretty much already went to a free for all, because you could carry and travel whenever you want.
Right.
So that's, you know what I'm saying? So they already tried to enhance, quote unquote, the performance of the game or the entertainment value of the game by negating the very rules that govern the game, which kind of makes the product even worse than anything. And my bad for trying to do this. First of all, and can I just finish on the 76ers real quick?
Please.
So they don't even have a bench right now. So what are you going to do? You have a player like Joel Embiid that's going to play on average 50 games a year, right? And when healthy, he might be your best player. Hell, he might be the best player in the league when he's healthy, but when is he ever healthy for any sustained period of time? Never. LeBron, 41 years old. Are you really, really banking on him playing more than 60 games at 41 years old? I doubt that. The East has all sorts of teams ready to get crazy. Charlotte is on the way up. I think Atlanta might have made some improvements, and those are the lower tier teams. What is Miami gonna do? So what is Miami gonna do? So there might even be teams on the come up that's escaping me right now in the East. But at the end of the day, it may not be solely about the Knicks being returning champions. There's teams up and coming. That, if that is a pause, that could easily be more of a problem than the 76ers, because they don't have enough personnel. So LeBron's going to need a break. I doubt if he's going to play more than 30 minutes a game, and he's not going to play he's going to play less than 2/3 of the season. So how can that really impact your team when you can't build any camaraderie and your best players are going to be hurt the majority of the season? So I can't see it. I can't see him being an impact player and them going to the chip the first year unless the league is DJing it or something like that. And I personally feel like this is an indictment on the league, that they even trying to hype the fact that this dude is still in the league. That means I don't see anybody outside of Wemby and Luka. And Luka, you can't even consider him the future of the league because he's always hurt.
Right.
So
hold on one second. Now, this is just me thinking out loud, but the ACL and the cartilage meniscus tear, I said that right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of those could be career-ending injuries, yes?
At one time, 80s. I'm gonna put it to you like this, Star. After Bernard, and I'm serious. I don't mean to just go back far. In the 80s, after Bernard King came back from his knee injury, I think technology and medical advances were made. So it wasn't always a prerequisite that you
stop right there. Stop right there. I don't mean to cut you short, but that's what I'm saying. Those injuries, the ACL and the cartilage meniscus, if I said that right, tear.
Yes.
They were severe injuries. The loud pop, the fast swelling, the joint locking, the instability. There's going to be some type of drugs, if they don't have them already, that will allow you to play, but there has to be an understanding that to get past that type of what used to be a career-ending injury, we're going to have to inject you with something. Now, this is some type of synthetic, man-made performance enhancer, But in order to get more bang for the buck out of the athletes that are property, if you will, modern day slavery, we have to make a rule.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's keep it real. We have to make a rule that this drug is now acceptable. We're heading there. We got to be heading there. Am I crazy? If I'm off, just say Star, you're off. I'll accept that.
Nah, you know why? First of all, remember, I think Kobe went to Germany. God bless the dead. I think Kobe went to Germany to get that blood spinning procedure done when his knees was going bad or whatever the case is. So that might be the precursor to what you're talking about. And then also too, every performance enhancing drug from whatever steroid or however you want to call it has evolved. Like the scientists have found new ways to beat the system, whether it was Balco, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, just injecting yourself in the 60s and 70s or whatever. Just think about things that have been developed over time that you could pause. You could put on your skin like lotion, and like that Balco was supposedly giving Barry Bonds or whatever. That's speculation. Barry Bonds never tested positive for steroids or whatever. So, but dudes did, Victor Conti and Brian Anderson did get jail time. I know Brian Anderson did, but anyway, at the end of the day, it's not far-fetched.
Okay.
So everything that you're saying is very much a possibility.
All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thanks for the knowledge. Thank you.
Nah, no doubt. Safety. Peace.
Peace, the Most High. JR Cigar, can you sit tight? I'll be right there. JR Cigar?
Yes, sir. Yes, good morning. Good morning,
yes, sir.
How you doing?
Hold on. Stay there. I have no proof. I'm just rambling about, athletes and stuff like that. But we want to see at some point in the future, we want to see you break all the records. The baseball, it has to go further and further. Knocking it out of the park is not good enough. That ball has to go damn near a quarter of a mile. We are greedy. Goddamn consumers. Ralph, got your donation. Thank you so much. Star, Officer Tatum hates, well, I'm not going to say he hates blacks, but protects whites. I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you. Again, I'm aware of him, but I can't say that I've ever watched a full episode. But I'm just, just what I get from him is that he's got an axe to grind with Reverend Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump. And he's giving these so-called friends of Nolan Wells a pass. Hey, Olivia, I got your donation. Thank you so much. You are appreciated. Sir Shy, good to hear from you, sir. LeBron and Philly 2027 champs. Okay. Good to hear from you, Sir Shy. And okay. Trevor Jackson, good to see you, man. Thank you. I'll get that up for you tomorrow. I got your email. Okay, here's what you're like. Hold on, guys. I saw I'm gonna look for the YouTube video deeds whilst I'm talking to JR Cigar. Hey, homie, good to hear from you, man. JR Cigar.
How you doing, Star? Good morning. How you doing today? How you doing?
Good. I got a brand new ashtray from you. Let me get your information on the screen whilst you're talking. Where do you want to start, sir? JR Cigar.
Yeah, you talking about the topics or you talking about the website? You want to talk about the?
Hold on. It's always business over bullshit.
Yes, sir. So you have my
AccuracySmokes.com.
.com.
I got your.
And I gave you my.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah. No, I can't see it, so I'm on the phone. But okay. I sent you my hot new item, my new Accuracy wooden ashtray, where it has the grooves where you can smoke and put your cigar in and have it hold.
I'm holding it up.
Hot new items on my
I'm
website.
holding it up right now on the screen.
I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that. That's one of my hot new items on the website, and I had to get that out to you.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And I have the best cigars, premium cigars on the market.
Okay.
Accuracy. And and also I
got your emails with your videos. Now you're overseas, sitting down smoking cigars with white women. Are you still married back here in the States? What's going on, man?
No, that's my counterpart from Indonesia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm helping them boost their
Gotcha.
helping them boost their line.
Gotcha.
So we're kind of like cross marketing each other.
Okay.
And helping each other out with our brands, with our respective brands.
Go ahead.
And but yeah, so I wanted to talk about LeBron James, the elitist.
Please.
And LeBron James, the guy who likes to hop on teams.
Come on.
I love the fact that he wants to play in Philly, but then he wants to, if it's true, live in New York. Which is, I think I don't know how you can do that. Like to me, it feels like he wants.
He'll have a driver take him to and from the arena. It's very simple.
Well, supposedly he'll have a helicopter take him from New York to Philly.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that that's kind of elitist because you want to play for a team, but then you don't want to live in the city.
Well,
I think what it is that he wanted to play in New York, and I think Jalen Brunson told him to kick rocks. That's what I believe happened.
Yeah, we're kind of past that already. He's signed. It's official with the 76ers. I don't want to go back to the.
Well, we don't know. So yeah, we don't know how the chemistry is going to be. Like another caller referenced when Michael Vick, they had that so-called super team in Philly in 2011. They did nothing. So I think personally, LeBron is going to sabotage.
Michael Vick, the convicted dog killer. Is that Michael Vick?
Yeah, remember the Philadelphia Sixers? They said he had a dream team. It was him, and he had a whole bunch of Galaxy of Stars on that Philadelphia when he was with Andy Reid, and they did nothing. They didn't win anything. So I think he's going to sabotage the team.
Michael Vick played with the Eagles.
Yes. And they said they had a dream team.
Okay.
And they didn't win anything. And I see Gilly jumping up and down on the gram, saying they're going to win. They're not going to win nothing. New York is still the champs. We still reign supreme. And anywhere LeBron goes, a player takes a hit. And I think that player is going to be VJ Edgecombe. Jaylen Brown's going to do him. Tyrese Maxey's going to do him.
Okay.
And Joel Embiid, he's only going to play like 30 games. But they still haven't proved nothing. OKC's still good, and they got to still watch out for Indiana. So I don't care about what Philly's doing. LeBron is old. He's washed.
Okay.
And New York still reigns supreme. And I just wanted to say that. And I just wanted to tell people, go to my YouTube, JR Cigar Chronicles. At Star Reference, I have a new video where I'm talking about my cigar line and my peoples from Espiritu, Indonesia.
Okay.
I'd like to thank you, Star.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank the show. And www.accuracysmokes.com. Buy Freedom Cigars. Good night, Star.
Salute, man.
Have a good morning, Star.
Yes, sir.
Salute,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
JR Cigar happening. Guys, hold on a second. I hate to do this stuff while I'm doing my show, but some of you have been sending emails with regards to sponsorship and advertising. Let me put the email address on the screen, okay? Just send an email, and we do a lot of different custom marketing and promotion. And let me also say to some of you who are sponsors now, always feel free to call in with regards to promoting your product, your services, okay? You're always welcome to call in. Here's the video that I was looking for, because Rory and I were talking earlier. Let me get this on the screen. I want to be sure of the details. This Shiloh Hendricks, you guys should know this story. We spoke about this when it first happened. Here we go.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Axel Gumbel. Robin Wolfram has the night off. Well, the trial of Shiloh Hendricks is now over, with the jury reaching a verdict late last night. Hendricks is the woman who was seen using a racial slur toward a child at a Rochester playground. After 9 hours of deliberations yesterday, The jury came back with a split verdict, finding Hendricks not guilty of disorderly conduct involving the child, but guilty of disorderly conduct toward the man who caught the incident on video last year. Hendricks received probation, a $1,000 fine, and 200 hours of community service. ABC 6's Caroline Weir joins us now live with reaction to the verdict and what's next as the defense prepares an appeal. And Caroline, you've also been looking into some of those claims made by Shiloh Hendricks' attorney after court wrapped up.
Yeah, Axel, that's right. Hendricks' attorney, Brian Corrales, made a number of allegations following the verdict, arguing the trial proceedings were not handled correctly or lawfully. He actually described it as the most unprofessional circus he'd ever been a part of.
This whole thing is fucking bullshit.
That was defense attorney Brian Corrales' reaction moments after a jury found Shiloh Hendricks guilty on one count of disorderly conduct. After court, Corrales argued the trial was unfair and accused the judge of repeatedly interrupting him, limiting evidence, and mishandling the proceedings.
There are so many appellate issues. This was one of the craziest trials I've ever seen.
One issue Corrales repeatedly pointed to involved Rule 901 of the Minnesota Rules of Evidence, which deals with introducing evidence at trial.
Judge said Rule 901 of the Rules of Evidence only applies to prosecutors. You were there. I mean, come on. Come on. Look it up. You're not going to do the research. You're not going to look up Rule 901.
So we decided to look up Rule 901 and clarify whether it does apply to both sides with defense attorney Peter Martin, who has known Corrales for years and says he was in contact with him throughout portions of the trial.
So Rule 9 requires the prosecution to turn over stuff. And if they didn't turn it over, that's a clear violation of Ms. Hendricks' rights in this case.
Another claim Corrales made was that the Rochester community no longer cares about the case. So we asked people in Rochester whether they agreed.
I think most of the people in the community have followed it, maybe from one extreme to the other.
Now the focus shifts to what's next. Corrales says he plans to appeal the conviction, arguing multiple issues throughout the trial made for an unfair proceeding.
When you appeal, you also order transcripts. And so the Court of Appeals will be able to look at a verbatim transcript of actually how things went down.
And while Martin says Corrales' conduct in and outside the courtroom could lead to scrutiny by the Minnesota Lawyers Board if a complaint is filed, it would not impact his ability to appeal the conviction.
Sit tight in the phone queue. Guys, are we done with the showrunner? If you're just not joining me, we played a video earlier. It's kind of sad. A woman, a mother in Milwaukee, shot a 12-year-old because he was infringing upon one of her kids' turf area where her child was selling bottled water. She actually went looking for the kid. Sheesh. I think we're done with that. Yes, no, maybe. Area code 503. Good morning. Are you there? Talking about a few topics. 503.
Yes. Hey, Star.
Hey. Who's this?
Vera.
Hey, Vera. How are you? Nice to hear from you.
I'm good. I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
I'm saying there's a lot of feed, I don't really have control about my feed because I'm not a subscriber to YouTube.
Okay.
So I get ads about what's going on here with this child. And it's really heartbreaking to think that somebody is willing to go and trust their livelihood, which is their son.
Are you talking about the mother who shot the 12-year-old?
Lord Jesus, no, I don't know.
Oh, what are you talking about, dear? I got a few stories on the table. Which one?
No, the banner, that you have on.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the video that I played earlier. Have you seen the video?
Yes.
Okay.
It's quite disturbing.
Very disturbing.
Yes.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
I'm just saying, I think, what are your thoughts about the lettuce, where you can't eat lettuce anymore? You can't have a salad now, and you're going to be...
You're losing me.
There's a pesticide.
Hold on a second. You're talking about the recall on Is it romaine or what type of lettuce? I forget.
Yes.
Iceberg.
Right.
Okay. I'm not really a big salad eater right now, and I did see that story a couple of days ago, so I've pretty much held off, on eating anything with lettuce.
Well, anyway, I'm just trying to say the boy was a redneck. He hung around with rednecks, and that's what, like, if you're not willing to go mudding, if you're not willing to go shoot some skeet, then they're not gonna fuck with you. Like, it's
Give her a second, guys. That's a perk 10. She's on a perk 10. Okay, babe, you're jumping around. Are you now talking about Nolan Wells? I want to be clear.
the kid that unfortunately passed away during his travels.
Nolan Wells?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, it's a real tragedy because a lot of kids are conditioned to be like acceptive and receptive. Or I might have my wording wrong, but
okay.
He looked like a really nice kid, but unfortunately, he was around people who were actually using him as like a bait, like.
Possibly.
Have you ever? Do you watch Howard Stern?
No, I never had Sirius XMs. I don't know what he did. But hang on a second. Can we go back for a second? Hold on. Can we go back? Nolan Wells. He was 18. Tragic of him to lose his life that young. Are you a mother?
Mm-hmm. A mother?
Are you a mother?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But I have nephews and nieces that I've had to raise.
Right.
From you could say non-responsive, like shitty mothers, right?
Okay.
Because
I don't want to be insensitive, but I think that Nolan Wells may have been under the delusion of inclusion. He may have gotten himself a little too intoxicated around, people who professed to be his best friends and brothers, and then ultimately they show their true colors. But I have no proof. I mean, just that's what.
Have you ever been? Sorry, did you ever go to a club where you had to be in a party and they said you can't leave without this party, or you're responsible for this party, and then somebody detached from the party, and now you don't know where they're at, and the mama is calling you. And she says, "Where's my daughter?" "I don't know. She left with some dude. I don't know. We were taking shots in the club." And
I can't say that I have. Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you ever shot coke and dope between your toes? That's called speedballing. Are you speedballing now?
No, I'm a woman. I'm not. That's not
okay. No. I just
ladylike.
Well,
that's not very.
I dated a couple of girls who used to speedball. They
Wow.
shoot coke and dope.
You must have had some crazy ass head. You must have had.
I was just asking because you're jumping, and I wanted to be fair and respectful to what you're doing.
No, I'm saying. Okay, so what?
Well, listen, baby, I gotta take other calls. Great to talk to you. Okay. I appreciate you.
I'm saying I love you. I love you. You look really good.
Thank you,
I love
darling.
you. I love you.
Much.
You look great.
Okay. We'll talk soon. Bye now. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Sit tight in the queue. Hey, Cat, hold on. I see Cat in the queue. Where's the video here? Are black people natural born scammers? Just go into a restaurant now and eat their food and say, I ain't paying for that shit. Walking out with no shame. This is called dining and dashing, in case you don't know. This video came out 3 days ago. Here we go.
The video has been viewed and shared hundreds of thousands of times. You can see two adults and some children walking away from their table in a pretty nonchalant way. But they apparently never even asked for a check. I'm News 6's Mike Valenti, your Orange County community correspondent. And now that viral video is part of an investigation by the Orange County Sheriff's Office.
Based on what
you saw, I mean, did it seem like their intention the whole time was not to pay?
Oh,
No?
100%.
100%,
I'm
yeah.
definitely not even on the fence about that.
Diane and her son Anthony own the restaurant called At the Diner.
How's everything, guys? Good? Awesome, man. Enjoy.
Last Sunday at the Universal Boulevard location, a table of 7 was in for brunch.
He's now eating food from somebody else's plate. I guess that's how much he enjoyed the food.
We can see the man and the kids all walk out. A minute or so later, the woman follows suit. But again, they never asked for the check.
They never asked for the check. They never got the check. The server was making drinks for another table.
But employees realized, wait, these people left a phone number at the hostess stand when they were waiting for a table.
We immediately start texting and calling. Ignore, until finally I said to them, I'm reporting it to the police and we're going to post this. Then we got a reaction, but the reaction was like gloating, like, I don't care, you'll just make me more famous.
And on Tuesday, the owners called the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office report includes a breakdown of everything they ordered when they sat down at one of these tables. 3 2-eggs combos, 1 loaded grits, 1 Dubai chocolate stuffed waffle, and the list goes on and on. In the end, with gratuity included, the total cost came to $298.47. But get this, shortly after our interview wrapped up,
Maria, how are you?
Anthony told us the man and woman called to pay over the phone.
Yes, I paid the bill, yes.
And we were able to get a hold of this man who insisted he wanted to do a Zoom and publicly apologize for bailing on the check. I'll send you right now. Okay, bye. Still waiting. But he ended up bailing on us. Well, why do you think that video resonated with so many people and circulated so widely and quickly as it did?
Can I be honest? I honestly think the reason for it is because of they did this with children.
On top of having the bill paid, Diane and Anthony also want a public apology. We'll see if they get one. I'm your Orange County community correspondent, Mike Valenti, News 6.
Just a question. Hey, Kat, late night. Good to hear from you. Kat.
Where all your scamming ass niggas at, where they at?
Spend that shit. Spend that shit.
Money cash, 20, 50, 100 cash. Boy, going at
Go
your back.
Spend that shit. Spend that shit.
Bitches, where y'all at? Where y'all at?
What's up,
Stuff
Kat?
in that shit, your bag. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
What's going on with you?
I used to dine and dash.
Come on. Come on.
There's too many cameras out here now to be doing that. But plus, you know,
Come on.
sometimes after you eat it, you're like, that wasn't worth it, you know. And you just, but I had one of my close friends. We went to the Chinese restaurant,
Okay.
and I left, and the Chinese people were chasing us down the street and behind the car. And then we went to Fridays like about several months later, and I dashed on that, and they was chasing her. She got mad at me. She didn't speak to me for like 4 or 5 months.
Now, hang on, Kat. How old were you when you were doing this? Because you're in your early 50s now, right?
Yeah, it was just about 10 years ago.
Okay.
I wasn't that young. I didn't care. Like, I just was like, I guess I was just, yeah, I just didn't care. Like, I was just like, I'm not paying. I don't want to pay for it. So, and then,
Yeah, some people have no fear at all, and just they're dead set on. Listen, I got to get it, and somebody got to feel it. I was dating a Puerto Rican girl from Pelham Parkway. You know what I said, right? Pelham Parkway.
of course, it's extremely close to where I live. It's
Right,
like right there.
Right. And this was somewhere in the mid to late 80s. And I had a little white van, and I used to literally go down to Bloomingdale's with her, and I used to park across the street. She used to go up in Bloomingdale's, boosting, come downstairs, put the bags in the goddamn the van, and go back inside through the back door. And and she used to get a lot of shit. And I never went with her, but she was just a dedicated booster. She didn't care.
Damn.
She would argue. What's that?
She was lit if she was coming in and out. Like
she would argue, fight, pull out the 007. Remember the 007 knives? Pull out the 007, threaten security. Used to get it.
What's the 007?
It's a knife. They used to call it a 007.
Oh, the knife? She could pull out a knife? Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm saying she's dedicated if she's going to leave the store and then go back in on the same day.
Well, both of us had coke habits, so we had.
Oh, right.
We had to get it.
That was back in the 80s. Sorry, we could get away with so much back then.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just rape every store in the city back then. I mean, if we do, it's just a different time. Like you can't just do that. You can't get away with it.
Yep.
Not a court. You can't get away with it.
She get the clothes, and I'm on the goddamn. I'm on the Riverside Drive and go right uptown to the Coke Man. 158.
Oh, so y'all was hitting it good. Yeah, those were the times. Those were the times. I would have definitely enjoyed those times. But you know what? I was in high school. We used to hit A&S and Macy's, and we were like 15, 16 years old.
Mm-hmm. Macy's in Brooklyn. Macy's in Brooklyn.
No, in White Plains.
Oh, okay.
White Plains, New York, and am I telling on myself? Well, the statute of limitations is.
Yeah, your statute of limitations is gone.
Yeah. White Plains, New Rochelle. They used to have the New Rochelle Mall. We used to hit them hard. Like we used to have our little Gucci bag. Remember the Gucci tote bag?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, yeah, we used to call it Vickin'. We was going Vickin'. It used to be like a crew of. We would get on the Metro club.
Or they used to call it a vamp mission, right? A vamp mission.
I guess, I don't know. We used to be like, we going Vickin', and then we would, one time my girlfriend, we was in the dressing room, and because we would just pop the security tag off, because most of the time you could just pop it.
Right.
But I guess she needed to cut it somehow, and she ended up cutting her hand.
Well, the reason why I asked you if you went to Macy's in Brooklyn, because they had different security tags. And one of my girlfriends, she had the little machine where she could pop the security tag in at the Macy's in Brooklyn. It wouldn't work on the ones in Manhattan, but she could do it in Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah, no, we didn't venture out to Brooklyn. Bronx people don't mess with Brooklyn.
Right.
Right, so we would go to Westchester. So New Rochelle, White Plains, you know what I'm saying? We would hit them.
You were really in the streets, Kat. You were in the streets for real.
It was like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like it was just like we were doing it not for fun. Like we would wear the stuff, but sometimes, But my parents had me on an allowance. Like my parents took dress, I always had. So it wasn't like I was desperate to get clothes or something. But yeah, it was definitely, I guess it's exhilarating, and it's,
Let me ask you this. Now here's the real question. Did you steal clothes and then go to the clubs wearing the clothes, but you keep the tag in, and then a couple of days later take the clothes back?
I mean, I've done that, but I don't keep the tag in. I'll just take the tag out and put it back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to keep the tag in. Like, that's some, amateur shit. Like, I'll just put the tag back. But I know people would do that. Like, they take the tag.
One of my girlfriends always kept the tags in the clothes. Her and her friends, there's a Puerto Rican chick, always go to salsa clubs and all sorts of shit. And she would always keep the tag in. And then a couple of days later or a week later, take the goddamn clothes back with the tag in and exchange it for something else or steal something else. Anyway, listen, Kat, I got to take other calls and shut this down soon. Great to talk to you. You all right otherwise?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm headed home.
All right. Drive safe.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Cat keeping it real. Hold on a second, guys. Thank you for your support. Richard, I got your cash up. Thank you, sir. Let me see who this is. I'm going to take one more call here tonight. I think you're my last caller. Are you there? Area code 678. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, Star? This is Big G calling from Atlanta, by the way, of New York. You
What's
heard?
up, man? Good to hear from you. Where do you want to start, sir?
I just want to go through the with the dining and dashing thing that you was talking about earlier. Only thing I gotta say about that me and my lady, we used to do that like back in the 80s, but we didn't do it like we planned on doing it, and we did it because the opportunity presented itself.
Okay.
As far as like the waiters, they wasn't checking for us. You know, we ate, we was doing this, they was busy doing that, and then all of a sudden it was like, yo, we out the door. That's all it was. We didn't plan on doing it. The opportunity presented itself.
No.
Feel me?
Yeah, I've never been into the dining and dashing thing. I knew people that was their thing. You know, they would go to a Red Lobster. And,
yeah. Right.
One fish, two fish, you know, and places like that.
Yeah, like I mean, like we be at. You remember the old Howard Johnson's down there on Broadway? We did it there. Like I said, it was back in the 80s. It was just like we go there to eat, and before you know it, we was being ignored or whatever. And before you know it, we just walked out the door. We wasn't sneaking out the door neither. We just walked out the door. Yes, sir.
Is it fair to say some white people got it coming to them? You know, you've been ripping black people off over the decades, and, you know, it's all insured anyway, so just go ahead and file an insurance claim, and it's not that big of a deal.
Well, I don't see it like that, because like I said, when me and my lady did it, that was back in the 80s when we did it.
Right,
so I'm not saying, you know, it was like get back or whatever. It was just opportunity. That's all.
I appreciate the call, man. Have a wonderful morning. What's left of it. Thank you.
Yes, you do the same, sir. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you. Bye.